Welcome everybody to the College Football Bowl Preview Special, looking at the Texas Bowl between LSU and Baylor. Baylor's favored by 3.5 points. I'm your host, Mike Goodpaster. If you're going to bet this game, go to our top-rated sportsbook, BetMGM. You can click on the link in the description down below if you're watching on YouTube. Let's go ahead. Let's kick it off. Let's check out Baylor versus LSU. Both teams are 8-4. And in its first two seasons under Brian Kelly, LSU football ended on high notes with bowl wins. After a roller coaster of a regular season that started with a head-scratching loss to USC in Vegas and then 6 straight wins before a 3-game skid ultimately eliminated them from the college football playoff, the Tigers have a shot to win a third straight bowl game and end 2024 on a positive note. LSU will meet Baylor, who is 8-4. Texas Bowl, this game is played at NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. The matchup pits LSU against former defensive coordinator Dave Aranda, now the head coach for the Bears. Aranda coached the Tigers defense in 2019 when they won the national championship. All right, the big question here, like it is for every bowl game, is what kind of effect will the transfer portal have on this matchup? The big effect here is on both defenses, but maybe the biggest difference here is LSU's offensive line. This is one of the main questions for the Tigers entering the bowl game. Star tackles Will Campbell and Emory Jones have both declared for the 2025 draft and will not play. It's unclear if left guard Garrett Dellinger will play, and senior Miles Frazier looks to be switching from right guard to right tackle. Young guys like freshman Tyree Adams, sophomore Paul Mbunga, and Bo Bordolon all look poised to either start or play significant snaps against Baylor, with the potential of 3 freshmen, including center DJ Chester and 1 sophomore. How effective can the Tigers be on offense in this game against Baylor? Now, since his departure from LSU, Aranda has had plenty of success in Waco, Texas. His first head coaching gig in his second season, he led the Bears to the Big 12 championship in 2021, beating Oklahoma State before going on to defeat Ole Miss in the Sugar Bowl. In all, he's won 31 games. In this season, Baylor shook off a slow start to win 6 straight games to close the 2024 regular season. Aranda is a defensive coach, but Baylor has been susceptible on that side of the ball this year, giving up 26 points per game, allowing 34 or more 6 times. Baylor lost 7 defenders in the transfer portal following the season, so depth has taken a hit on that side of the ball. Now, much like Baylor, LSU has been hit really hard on the defensive side of the ball, with players going into the transfer portal. More specifically for the Tigers, the secondary has seen a number of guys decide to leave, including starting safety Sage Ryan, as well as a couple of his teammates who have started and played meaningful snaps for the Tigers this season, safety Jordan Allen. You're going against the Baylor quarterback in Sawyer Robertson, who had a great season, especially a great end of the season. That does not bode well for LSU in this matchup. Tight end is another position that will look different for the Tigers. After star Mason Taylor declared for the 2025 NFL Draft, presumed starting tight end, Cameron Pimpton decided to enter the portal also. That leaves the Tigers down to just freshman Trey Des Green, who had moved from tight end to wide receiver. Now he goes back to tight end for the Texas Bowl. There's not much depth behind him. Tight end could be an issue also. Now, who wins this game? Did he cover the spread? Right now on BetMGM, the point spread is at 3.5 points, with Baylor as the favorite. And I think there's plenty of points going to be scored in this game, guys. Let's face it. Both teams' defenses took massive hits. The difference here is Baylor has, I think, a better quarterback in Sawyer Robertson, and Baylor also has a better offensive line. LSU depleted on the offensive line. It's going to be a patchwork offensive line. I still think this is going to be a high-scoring competitive game. I think Baylor wins this game 42-34. I think they covered 3.5 points. And if I'm betting on this game at BetMGM, I would definitely go with the Baylor Bears in this game. All right, guys, if you want to follow me on X, you can follow me at Grueling Truth. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell notification on YouTube. Go check out our Facebook page, The Grueling Truth. And most importantly, go check out thegruelingtruth.com for all your sports need. We cover every sport known to man. We give you predictions. We give you top 10 lists. We give you historical features. So make sure you check us out there. All right, guys, I'm Mike Goodpaster. You've been watching and listening to the Grilling Truth, where the legends speak.